This 1022 has been modified so the bolt release will automatically release when you pull back on the bolt. This video will show you how to do that. Naturally, I reject any liability for damage to your firearm. You proceed and emulate at your own risk. There's not much to it. Disassemble the weapon. Now to get at the part, you'll have to remove some of these pins and springs. Proceed carefully. It should be obvious for anyone who's used to working with firearms. There are exploded parts diagrams available on the internet and also from the owner's manual, which can be downloaded free from the Ruger website. Release the safety, release the hammer to release tension on the mainspring, which can then be removed. This pin holds the ejector and one of the springs here. The ejector goes back in very simply. The other pin the bolt stop pivots on is down here, which is also the pin for your magazine catch. Then this spring can rotate up freely and your bolt stop comes right out. And here's the really simple part. You get your Dremel tool or some files and some elbow grease, and you remove the point here. This image is from the owner's manual for the 1022. Simple PDF file you can download for free from the website. Right here, this part is where you want to remove the metal. You see where on the diagram it dips down here to form a triangle, pointy sort of thing. All you do is remove that. Make it straight, and you can make your own automatic bolt release for the 1022. There is at least one custom shop that is offering an aftermarket for this that you pay money for. You don't need to. You just file that off. Then you rotate the spring, which will pretty much automatically go into that notch there. Spring's not too hard to get in, especially if you use a trick like this. Not forgetting the ejector. You can use a punch as a slave pin and just jiggle stuff until it lines up. There we go. Then the other little pin can go back in here through the lower hole and through your magazine catch. Using a punch as a slave pin might help. Once that pin is back in, do a function test. You can see your magazine catch working. Then you pull up on this. With that metal removed, it won't stay by itself anymore. The only thing holding it now is the forward pressure of the bolt from the recoil spring. So as soon as that pressure is released by tugging back on the bolt handle, it snaps down. Now probably during this course of action your hammer will be recocked, so you'll have to release that sear again before dropping the mainspring group back in. Make sure that guide rod goes between those two flanges on the hammer, like so. So once everything's reassembled, double check function. And as soon as the forward pressure from the recoil spring on the bolt is released, the bolt stop pops out and the bolt is free to go forward. That's it.